So please give a Chicago welcome to Big Al.
How's everybody doing? Good. Come on, man. It's 71 degrees in Maryland today, and here I am. How crazy am I? But you know what? I love this business because it's all about you tonight. It's all about you. And I sat in those seats 16 years ago almost. And I was that negative guy. I ran from a woman for about 4 months because I just thought this was Amway. Just thought it was a pyramid. Just thought it was a scam. So you're in the right place and right time tonight. The key is taking action, getting back to see this many times. Because literally I ran from this woman for about 4 months until she found my weakness. Cold beers. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get them in front of it. So never give up on people. But after I seen this business model back in 1996, there was two things that caught my eye. Number one, we're a product broker, meaning we're QVC without the TV and celebrity, Sam's Club without their brick and mortar. We've taken a new paradigm from brick and mortar to click and order. Anybody know anything about the internet?
Yeah.
If you don't, you better get with it, because that's where it's all going. But that's what caught my eye, the vision on where this whole concept was going. But the biggest thing that caught my eye is this little whiteboard. I'm always going to carry this whiteboard with me. Why? This is the difference in our company. And everybody understands traditional marketing. I don't care what you're selling. Anybody here like to sell? No. It's okay. Because we have a system. We have a system that teaches you how to sell. And now the company does about 95% of your marketing for you. Okay? And I'll talk about some things. But here's traditional sales. Pharmaceutical car sales. This person sells a product. He generally gets a piece of the pie. Class, what do these guys get? Absolutely nothing. Matter of fact, there's competition, but the money goes to corporate America pyramid, the CEO and middle management. Okay? That's just a form of pay structures that were created back in the 30s and 40s called direct sales. Then direct sales was introduced to a company called Amway. And what Amway did was legitimize another pay structure on multi-level marketing. I'm just giving you forms of payments of how companies work. This is what I thought this was. And Amway, Shaklee, Nu Skin, Core, Equinox, Prepaid Legal, ACN, Goji Juice, Noonie Juice, Juicy Juice, it doesn't matter what it is. There's products, and what they do is they pay you percentages. Maybe 28% for these people, 10% for these people, 3%, 0.5% till you go down here and get 0. So where do you concentrate your efforts? Right here. Well, guess what? It's dog eat dog. Our company president, James Ridinger, spent about 20 years in the direct sales industry. And the last company he was with was that Amway Corporation. And he was 50 wide. He was a stud. But he got to a point, two things. Number one, he couldn't tell people what he was doing because as soon as he said Amway, people ran from it. And number two, he knew he couldn't help people make money because in those types of systems, if you make somebody in your organization make more money than you, they have a system called a breakaway. They break you away, and it's not for average people. So what our president, James Ridinger, did was took his experience and basically went back to the Direct Sales Association of Washington, D.C. He says, you know what? 99.99% of all companies have a good product. Pamper Chef has a good product. Adult toys have good products. Okay, whatever they're selling. But the problem is they're based off competition. So JR went back and asked him 3 questions. What's the average person do? Average people can sell $200 to $300 worth of a product or service in 90 days. Average people can identify 2.8 people, and average people can spend $50 to $150 per month. So JR went back to the direct sales and basically asked them what the average people could do, not what he wanted us to do. See, every company in the world, whatever sales you're involved in, the manufacturer wants you to do all the work for who to make all the money? The company. So JR wanted to build a system for the statistically average person. I'm an average person. I've never been in business. I was a jock. I would have never went to college if it wasn't been for sports. As my buddy back there, Joe, says, I'm a street smart guy. Okay? But the key is what JR did is took these figures and eliminated the high ends, 300, 0.8, and 150. 20 years ago, we started the same concept off $200 a quarter. 2 good business partners, and transfer your buying $50 per month. And JR fed this into a program, an actuarial and finite program, based off actuarial and finite math. The same type of formula that insurance companies use. How many people are going to have accidents? How many people are going to get killed? And JR has had over 225 companies that are trying to figure out our formula. But the biggest thing JR did was took a horizontal marketing and went vertical. Now, this is what keeps me up at night. Is we build from the top to the bottom, just like any company, government, church, business. But ladies and gentlemen, there's 2 things that separate our company. Is we pay from the bottom to the top, not the top to the bottom. We don't pay on percentages. We don't pay on people. We pay like Walmart does, on volume. That's why you can go to Walmart and get your nails, your taxes done, your gas, your groceries. I mean, pretty much everything and anything at one-stop shop. We do the same thing. We get paid on volume. But we get to do what? 100% credit on volume. Now, this person at the bottom has a web portal, and they shop wherever they're shopping from. They get a point system attached to every product that they buy, whether it's an airline ticket, whether it's groceries, whether it's whatever. And it ranges anywhere from 1% to 100%, okay? But what we do is we get 100% of whatever's purchased off this shop.com portal, whether you do it or you tell 10 of your friends about the great website where she can give them a better deal and they can get cash back and they can get a 0.5% referral, the whole 9 yards. So class, if this web portal generates 85 points, what's 100% of 85 points? Class? 85. 85. Man, you guys are sharp out here, boy. That 85 is like healing. That 85 goes to this person, 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 this person. All the way up to our CEO, J.R. Reiner. Now, mathematically, how in the heck can a company give everybody 100% credit? Here's the secret, but not for long. Everybody is capped at $3,600 per week. The most anybody can earn in Market America, including JR, is $3,600 per week per business. Now, how can I earn $25,000 to $36,000 a month? I'm not really that good. I found a system that taught me. But how can we do that? Because I'm more than one business. But I'm just going to show you how one works tonight. But if any of these people bring a new person on board, where does a new person go, Annie? At the bottom. Now, Annie, do you think this whole team wants you to succeed? Absolutely. Why? When she succeeds, everybody benefits. So this is what caught my eye 16 years ago. The reason why I show you this right up front, you're not going to understand everything tonight, but the reason why I have one time with a new person. And I want to capture their open-mindedness in the very, very beginning, not at the end of the plan, on why this company is different from anything you will ever promise you ever see. Because let me ask you, any business owners in here? Would you start a business and cap your income so you can spread the money so everybody gets paid? No, this has never been done before in the history of business. And what I like about it, it's for average people. It's a system, like a franchise. We're called an internet franchise. So does everybody understand this now? Yep. Let's go home. Come on, we got it. See, once you get this, and again, I'm going to have fun tonight, but don't get overwhelmed with my passion, because I truly believe this company, this pay structure, is the best kept secret in the world.